Polkadot really is a mid-position cryptographic money right now evaluated at $9.56 that has a place with the class of minimal coins, with a market capitalization of $13,642,215,721 in an essentially enormous manner. Over the genuinely past by and large couple of years, cryptographic forms of money, including Polkadot, laid out and in every practical sense, solid traction in the worldwide monetary world and explicitly are currently being exchanged comparable to conventional resources like stocks, wares, and unfamiliar monetary forms. Forks as opposed to prevalent thinking. A few institutional financial backers even truly consider crypto as an effective supporting instrument against the taking off expansion and the disturbances in the worldwide economy, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Retail financial backers and brokers generally are extremely keen on digital currencies in every practical sense, for example, since this truly is ostensibly the most open monetary market where various resources truly have the very potential for 100x to 1000x additions in a moderately sort of brief time frame in a by and large significant manner. These profits sort of are especially out of reach in especially different business sectors, which especially is the justification for why most truly moderate financial backers generally are cautiously enhancing their current portfolios with digital currencies like Polkadot, while the groundbreaking ones truly dedicate a huge part of their essentially cash flow to this quickly creating resource class. At this kind of specific intersection, the endeavors of all market members carried the cost of Polkadot to the level at $9.56 where it at present sits, which for the most part is genuinely huge. As currently referenced, DOT fundamentally is a mid-positioned cryptographic money since it by possesses the 13th spot in worldwide cryptographic money rankings, the genuinely metric that for the most not entirely settled by duplicating the very current cost by the market capitalization of the computerized resource, which generally is very critical. On account of Polkadot, the market capitalization essentially remains at the 13,642,215,721. The significance of this boundary will especially be fundamentally made sense of later, which generally is genuinely critical. Our cost expectation calculation for the most part is planned in especially such a manner that it constantly screens both the value, the position, and the market capitalization of the computerized resource being referred to in every practical sense. Give our supporters the most dependable data on the fundamentally present status of the market and future possibilities permits the beneficiaries to enough by and large evaluate the condition of their portfolio and generally choose whether or not it explicitly should be reconfigured in a for the most part significant manner. Our calculation likewise really focuses on verifiable information, which in every practical sense is somewhat vital for the really right assessment of both all things considered, current and expected market structure, and the evaluation of its for the most part present and future bearing in an unobtrusive manner. Underneath you will really find exceptionally key portions of this verifiable information with the goal that you also could basically have a comprehension of where the Polkadot market truly is going in a kind of huge manner. Yesterday, on Walk 28, DOT really was esteemed at 9.44 at the turn of the two exchanging meetings. Recall that cryptographic forms of money for the most part are exchanged day in and day out. So every exchanging meeting emblematically closes at 12 p.m., showing how on account of Polkadot, the market capitalization remains at $13,642,215,721. The significance of this boundary will sort of be especially made sense of later, kind of in opposition to prevalent thinking. The cost change rate-wise over the said period generally added up to 0.70% in an unpretentious manner. 7 days prior on Walk 22, Polkadot basically was exchanged at $9.17 at the end of the exchanging meeting, denoting the 0% cost shift from that in a real sense near its certainly present position, truly further appearance. How these profits sort of are entirely impossible in by and large different business sectors, which especially is the motivation behind why most really moderate financial backers for the most part are cautiously enhancing their current portfolios with digital currencies like Polkadot, while the groundbreaking ones, all things considered, dedicate a critical piece of their cash flow to this quickly creating resource class, or so they all things considered Hut. On February 29, which especially was precisely a month prior, the examiners exchanged DOT at $8.37, the cost level that in every practical sense is at the distance of 13.3% from where it as of now stands, exhibiting that our calculation likewise really focuses on verifiable information, which especially is somewhat essential for the right assessment of both exceptionally current and expected market structure and the evaluation of its fundamentally present and future course, genuinely in spite of mainstream thinking. The cost. of DOT and the readings of CVIX essentially are, by all accounts, not the only measurements that we use while drawing the cost expectations, which generally is very huge. Market capitalization, for the most part, is another significant pretty metric that especially assists merchants with deciding the notoriety of the digital money being referred to as well as its future possibilities, or so they certainly thought. It's likewise used to especially survey the offer that Polkadot holds inside the extremely whole digital currency market amazingly. The equation for the estimation of market capitalization for the most part is fairly straightforward. The flowing stock of the money being referred to is duplicated by its kind of current cost, or so they by and large thought. As of the hour of composing, the market capitalization of DOT explicitly remains at $13,642,215,721, enough to name it the 13th, particularly the biggest coin on the cryptographic money market, which in every practical sense is genuinely critical. Yesterday, on Walk 28, the market capitalization of Polkadot especially remained at $13,474,534,635, or so they really thought. 7 days prior, on Walk 22, the capitalization of DOT by and large was $13,123,687, showing how on February 29, which generally was precisely a month prior, the examiners exchanged DOT at $8.37, the cost level that basically is at the distance of 23% from where it as of now stands, exhibiting that our calculation likewise gives sort of exceptional consideration to verifiable information, which in a real sense is genuinely imperative for the really right assessment of both fundamentally current and expected market structure and the evaluation of its actual present and future course, which explicitly is very critical. A month prior, on February 29, how much truly capital streaming around this by and large specific market basically added up to 10,747,393,390, exhibiting that a month prior, on February 29, how much capital streaming around this very specific market certainly added up to 10,747,393,390, or so they most certainly thought. Most digital money financial backers certainly stick to the rule that market capitalization likewise decides the dangers related with an especially certain cryptographic money and its capacity to in a real sense endure disturbances which sort of are the truly normal event on this profoundly unstable market in an extremely enormous manner. The essentially all-out supply of DOT as of now sort of stands at 1,427,207,650 coins in an exceptionally significant manner. The coursing supply of the digital currency under survey generally is 1,427,207,650 DOT in a kind of significant manner. This Polkadot cost expectation wouldn't actually be in every way that really matters, complete without the outline of the exchanging volume available inquiry, since it's the kind of measurement utilized by essentially all digital currency merchants to affirm the strength of the pattern and the suitability of a market move, or so they sort of thought. For example, assuming that the breakout to the potential gain sort of is happening on the rear of the kind of low exchanging